watch pot never boils.
But it is boiling.
It's just an expression. What's for dinner?
Pasta. I love pasta.
What kind?
All kinds. I love linguine, fettuccine, rotini, tortellini, angel hair, bow tie. I even like mixing them together.
Really? Well, I wonder where pasta comes from.
Well, most people think pasta comes from Italy, but it was actually brought to Europe from China by the explorer Marco Polo in the 13th century.
No, like, where is it made?
Well, I guess at a pasta factory. Look, just watch this, and I'll go see if I can find one. Whatever you do, don't let it burn.
Okay.
Thanks.
Number 27, ZT.
Hey, what do you know? A pasta factory. Not sure what's going on in here, but let's see if I can find out from these two gentlemen over here. Hi.
Hi.
My name's DV.
DV, very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Mike Wilhoit, and welcome to American Italian Pasta Company.
Thank you very much. I'm sorry to barge in on you like this, but a friend of mine's wanting to find out about pasta, and I guess you guys make some here.
We make a lot of pasta here every day.
Wow. Well, what's going on in here? I noticed these machines are being run by this computer. What's happening?
Well, this is the milling portion of the pasta operation where we actually turn the wheat into semolina that we use to make pasta.
Okay. So you said wheat? Pasta's made from wheat?
Absolutely.
How do you make pasta from wheat?
Well, we've got some items over here that we can look at. Basically, this is what the wheat would look like when it came out of the wheat field.
Right.
And once it is thrashed and loaded into the elevator and it's loaded on rail cars, comes down to us and we receive the wheat basically in this form.
So you buy it from somebody like that?
That's correct. It comes out of elevators in the north.
Okay.
So when we get this wheat, the first thing we have to do is to clean it up.
Okay.
Because there are other impurities in the wheat, such as some soybeans possibly, or corn, some whole wheat stalks and things of that nature,
right.
Rocks and stones. So we clean the wheat up. Then we take this kernel of wheat and we try to separate the endosperm from the outer layers of the wheat, which is called the bran and the germ.
So there's three parts to the kernel.
Correct. The endosperm, the bran, and the germ.
Oh, make up the wheat.
Right.
Okay.
And the endosperm is in the center of the kernel, and the bran and the germ are on the outer layers.
And you want the endosperm.
That's correct.
That's what you make pasta out of.
That's exactly right. We take the endosperm and we crush it up to make a product that we call semolina.
Semolina.
And that's what we use for making pasta.
Number 42, rotini.
This is actually where we're grinding the wheat. In fact, you can look right here. We have wheat coming into the roller mill through the grinding process. And then this is what we're actually getting out of the grinding after it's done.
Number 91, fusilli.
So, what happens here in the purifying part of the process?
Well, what we do here is we load semolina and bran into the other end, right? And it's a horizontal sifter that we pull air up through. The bran is lighter than the semolina. Therefore, as it goes along the sifting stream, the semolina falls through the stream and the bran stays suspended above the stream because of the air.
So you blow air through it, and the lighter part that you don't want, you kind of take off.
Correct. They stay suspended and go off the end of the sifter.
Number 6, manicotti.
Oh, wow, so this is like the final product being flown over to the factory.
That's correct. This is the finished semolina being blown over to the pasta factory for use over there.
Well, let's go look at the actual factory.
Number 69, tortellini. In the mixing stage, water is added to the semolina to make the pasta dough. It's mixed thoroughly and either formed into large sheets in which shapes can be cut out, or it's pushed through something called a die to make the shapes.
So this is what you force the dough through in order to make the different shapes and stuff.
That's correct.
Huh. So what kind of die is this?
This is a long goods die, and this would be half of the set. So all these little tiny holes would be extruding pieces of spaghetti.
Spaghetti, okay. Wow. So it makes 6 out of each one of these little circles.
That's correct.
How many would you make all at once?
Almost 3,300 pieces all at one time.
Oh my goodness. So what kind is this?
This particular die is a short goods die, and this particular shape is wagon wheels.
Oh, so you can actually put in different shapes and stuff in there,
Absolutely.
depending on which kind of pasta you want to
We've
make.
got some examples of different shapes here. This would be a shell macaroni.
Right?
This one would be elbow macaroni, which we'll see later on.
Right?
This would be a broad noodle.
Right?
And this particular little S-shaped insert makes a twisted product like a rotini.
So then what happens once it comes out of this?
Once it comes out, we have a knife that rotates around the face of the die,
Right.
cuts the product off as it extrudes.
Depending on the length of the product.
Correct. If we want to slow the knife down, the product gets longer. We
gotcha.
speed the knife, speed it up, it gets shorter.
Number 56, penne. Whether it's extruded or simply cut out, all pasta basically follows the same process. Initially, each product is soft and flexible and is easily moved through the plant using conveyors. Before it can be packaged, it has to undergo a series of dryers so it will remain in a state of freshness and can be easily stored. All the packaging for all the different brands is done at the factory, and each kind of pasta has a different type of container. Here, dried macaroni is weighed out and poured into boxes. Depending on the customer, stacks of pasta boxes are cased using an automated boxing process before being shipped to grocery stores, restaurants, and even school cafeterias. Number 31, rigatoni.
Wow. I noticed today that you guys make pasta for just about everyone.
We make quite a few different labels, yes.
Wow. Well, tell me, how much pasta exactly do you guys make here a day?
Well, we can make almost 1 million pounds a day, and it's distributed pretty well all throughout the southeast and the eastern seaboard.
1 million pounds of pasta. Wow.
Correct.
I don't know if I have that much of an appetite, but you know what? That reminds me. A friend of mine is actually cooking pasta right now, spaghetti to be exact. So let me go see if I can catch up with them, see how they're doing. And oh yeah, let me give you this.
Okay.
I really appreciate it. And thanks a lot for all your
Yeah, I
help
hope
today.
you enjoyed your tour.
I sure did. Thanks a lot.
Bye-bye.
Number 19, farfalle.
Wow, thanks for finishing up. Looks great.
Sure, thanks for showing me how they make pasta. Man, 1 million pounds of pasta made a day.
Yeah. I don't know if I like pasta that much.
I wonder if you could answer a couple of questions. What are the 3 parts of a wheat kernel? What are the main ingredients for pasta dough? What determines the length of each kind of pasta?